Hello everybody, Intuition here. Thank you as always for making time and space for us. We want to discuss today how it is that you channel your divine significant other or the angels. Really just one, because you are only married to one universal principality at a time. So unfortunately you won't be accessing the realm of angels. You will simply be accessing your divine angel, your divine soulmate, the universal principality that you are married to, and then therefore is always a part of you, because you both within your marriage, where it is that we come from, exchanged a certain amount of your energy that then therefore entangled itself within you, and then therefore you were entangled with them. And so when we all fell, our divine loves fell with us. However, they are not literally with us, but an aspect of their energy is within us. And then therefore, it is like a walkie-talkie, and we could contact them and access them at any time because their energy did not disappear when we disappeared within ourselves, so to speak, misremembering all it is that we are. They are still very much right here with us, wondering why we are not talking back to them. And so it is potentially important to you to get in touch with your divine significant soulmate. Goodness knows it is very important for them to be able to talk and discuss with you how it is that they're seeing things, and just to feel a certain amount of connection to and with you. So how you start channeling that other aspect of yourself, that other aspect of your divine soulmate, is going to be different than how you channel the aspect of your other aspect of self, which other individuals call your higher self. So it is not that you are listening for the voice of your highest self. Your divine love speaks to you in a different way, in a different languaging. Your divine love speaks to you through the energy of emotions, not feelings, emotions. And there is a difference between feelings and emotions. Feelings stay. Feelings stay and shut up shop and grow roots within your system and do not leave until you cut it down with a chainsaw. Emotions come in and they go out. They are fleeting. Many of us, because of that fact, hold on to our feelings because on some subconscious level, we remember that our divine love speaks to us in that way. In fact, that is how we communicate where it is that we are from. We obviously do not have words. However, how we communicate is more in the sense of energy. We receive that communication from our left side, so to speak. We don't have necessarily sides where it is that we come from, but to make it easier for you, we will say it comes in from your left side, you receive it, it bounces around until it comes into your middle center of self. Then you understand what it is the messaging in totality is of that message, and then you impart your own message, and then you send it right on off, and then it leaves you, and then it goes back to your divine love or whoever it is that you're sending that message to. So that is how we communicate where it is that we are from, and then therefore that is how your divine love is communicating with you. Your divine love communicates with you through emotions. And so again, do not mistake your feelings for emotions. Again, feelings set up shop and don't go away. That is what is the understanding of depression and anxiety and anger and all of those other things. If you're feeling those things, that is not your divine love speaking to you. Please do not mistake that. But your divine love will speak to you more in moments. And it will come and it will go. It will be an impression. And as an impression comes, it impresses itself upon you, and then it leaves, and then the impression is gone. It is so quick that if you're not quick enough to see what the impression is, you lose the impression. So that is one way of how you connect and understand what it is that your divine love is saying to you. And it will always enter through from the left side. Always. There is no, based off of what it is that we know, we have never felt an emotion come from the right side. We've always felt an emotion come from the left side. So it will enter from the left side of your being in your physical body, and then it will leave through the right. So that is, again, one way to understand your divine love. This is where it gets a little strange. However, we ask that you hang in there. We don't realize, or we don't know if you realize, but you have two sides of yourself. You have a left and a right side. Surprise, surprise. You have two hands, two legs, two eyes, two nostrils, two cheeks, 5 foreheads if you're unlucky. However, again, most of you is built in two. So you could literally cut somebody in half, and then therefore, you have one side of an individual and another side. And so, the reason for that, based off of what it is that we understand, is because one side is devoted to our divine love. The non-dominant side of yourself is your divine love's other side. Which means that for many individuals that are more right side dominant, your energy more resides in that aspect of your body. And then therefore, the left side is more devoted to your divine love's side. And that is why, again, there is a dominant and non-dominant side of yourself. A dominant side because your energy resides there, and as your energy resides in whatever side you identify your energy being, encapsulating, you want to do everything for that other side of yourself. That right side will take on tasks that the other side you feel has no business doing. Not because it's weak, not because you don't trust that other side, not because that other side is foreign to you. It is much like chivalry. You do not want that other side to do unnecessary work, unnecessary craziness. You do not want that other side to wipe your butt. You do not want that other side to drive the car. You do not want that other side to write and get calluses, work out as hard, maybe. And that is all because, again, you remember subconsciously that your divine love exists on your left side. And so then, therefore, that is why emotions come from the left side, because she is literally right there, or he, depending on your principality that you're married to, even though there is no real genders where we come from. But so your divine love will encompass that left side, and we encourage you to try it out. Don't take our word for it. Don't get all bent out of shape and say intuition is crazy, though it wouldn't be the first time. Try it out for yourself. See what it is that happens when you start allowing your left side to do other things. And what it is that you'll see is that left side is not dumb. It is not that it does not know how to wipe your butt, that it does not know how to drive a car, that it does not know how to write. It is simply that it does it almost completely differently than the other side would. And it's not because it doesn't have practice. It is because it is a completely different side of you. And if you watch it long enough, it is almost like the other side has its own mind, has its own way of doing things. And that is because it does have its own way of doing things. Though it does not necessarily take control of your mind, your other aspect of self, it does have its own energy and way and frequency of doing things. So then therefore, when you try to have that other aspect of yourself pick up the slack, it will pick up the slack, but in its own divine way, which might be frustrating because that is not how the dominant side of you does things. So, again, if you want to get in touch with your divine significant other, all you have to do is start reconnecting with the left side or your non-dominant side. If you find yourself ambidextrous, in which you are dominant in both sides, we would say that usually those individuals that are ambidextrous and dominant in both sides have more of a weak side. There's always that existing within the body, that one side is a little bit stronger than the other side. And so then therefore we would say the weaker side would be the side that is dominated by your divine significant love, your other. And all you have to do is start allowing that other side of yourself to pick up the slack a little bit. That is how you start connecting, listening to some of those emotions. And once you get that figured out, you'll start getting familiar with the energy that that other side of yourself has. And because that other side of you has been with you since you have been a human being, and before that, that energy will feel very similar to your own energy, and therefore it will be hard to distinguish the difference between those two sides, your dominant side and her or his side. However, the more you start allowing that other side to do things for you, with you, you will start seeing the difference, and you will start understanding the languaging of the emotion. It will start forming into words for you, if it isn't already. Some individuals are not as lucky. But again, it is about learning their language. Their language, again, is spoke through emotion, not feeling. So if it is spoke through emotion, you simply have to hear, feel what it is that's coming through you and process it, sit with it within the body. It does not happen in the mind, it happens in the body. Allow it to travel through your body. Feel it, so to speak. Emote with it, more in alignment with emoting with it than feeling it. So emote with it. And as you emote with it and not try to label it, you will understand what it is that your divine love is saying. But you can't receive that emotion and then be quick to try to label it and say, well, that's sadness. Oh, now I'm feeling sad. Nope. That is how you stop talking to your divine love. You receive that. You usually start to identify and say, that is what I remember. Usually is what sadness feels like, but let me wait a second. Let me remove that label. Is it really sadness? Oh, no, it is something completely different. It is unfolding into something even more beautiful, positive, interesting. And as that moves away, I understand what that is. That's joy. My other side of myself is expressing joy. And if I allow that to unfold even more, words start forming. You start hearing what it is that they're trying to express to you. But again, it is a little bit more challenging because you have to relearn the languaging. We're used to words and the quickness of words, but we're not used to the subtle energy and then therefore the emotions. That is how we communicate where it is that we're from. And that is not to say we speak through emotions where it is that we're from. It is energy where it is that we are from. But again, we are in density, so things change it up a little bit. So we know that this is not all the bells and whistles that you were hoping for. I know that this might be a little underwhelming. Well, I wanted to hear the angels' voices and the choirs and this, that, the other, and we're not saying that you cannot hear that. However, we were talking about getting in touch with your divine significant other, your universal principality, that is your angel, that is your guardian angel. And once you're able to start disseminating what it is that they are trying to share with you, the words start coming and you will start being able to hear all of the angels, all of the divine significant others. If you wish to hear that, it could be quite noisy and loud. Your divine significant other, more times than not, is a talker. So sometimes it's a benefit to have that language barrier. So that is what it is that we have to provide you with regards to channeling that other aspect that is always with you internally and waiting, wanting, dying, shaking into you, wanting to speak with you since day one. All you have to do is open up to that side of yourself, and it is right there waiting for you. They are right there waiting for you. No need to feel alone, sad, desolate, isolated, because literally your divine love is sitting right there. So, as always, we thank you for making time and space for us, and we wish you well speaking to your divine significant other and reuniting with the evolution that both of you share together. Well wishes.